So the question for me isn't just what happened over the weekend, it's what happens between us next. I want you to think about something for a second. Over the weekend, a gunman tried to force his way into one of the most secure political events in the country at the White House Correspondence Dinner. And I keep thinking about what that actually means because that room is supposed to represent something bigger than politics. It's supposed to represent the idea that no matter how much we disagree, we can still share a space, we can still be in proximity to one another, and we can still see people as each other. And even that space is starting to feel fragile. To me, that should be concerning for all of us, and not in a distant way, in a real personal way. Because what's breaking down isn't just security, it's trust. It's our ability to be in relationship with people we don't always agree with. And when that starts to go, everything else is going to follow. We are going to get further apart. We get louder. We get more certain that the other side is the problem. And somewhere in that process, we lose each other. So when something like this happens, I don't just see an isolated incident. I see a signal. I see a signal that something underneath all of this needs our attention. Because people don't just wake up and decide to do something like that in a vacuum. That's buildup. That's pressure. There's a story they're telling themselves about the world and about other people. And if we're honest, we're all living inside some version of that right now. Different stories, different fears, different frustrations, but it's the same distance. So the question for me isn't just what happened over the weekend. It's what happens between us next. Do we keep pulling further apart, or do we make a conscious decision individually and collectively to move different, to slow things down, to listen a little bit more carefully, to disagree without dehumanizing? Because those things where the heart work is, those things aren't going to make headlines, but that's where the actual work is. And if we don't do that work, moments like this don't just repeat, they're going to get closer. So at some point, we have to decide what we're willing to hold on to, not as Democrats or Republicans, but as people who are citizens of one of the greatest nations that ever existed in humanity. Because in the end, what we tolerate, we normalize.